Hey guys, welcome to another... It's recording.
Take flight. You are my ecstasy.
Hey guys, welcome to my studio. Today is Monday. As you know, Mondays are usually busy Monday business days. I already spent half of the day answering emails, catching up with all of the stuff that I missed during the weekend. And there are a couple of news I just have to share with you. First up, my Stay song, my last release, finally reached 200,000 plays on Spotify within the first 1.5 months now, which is just amazing. The best start ever to any of my releases on my label. The second news, that's the thing I get the most excited about at the moment. As you know, I'm planning to just get a bigger studio, a way bigger studio, which is like the biggest step in my entire life so far. And I'm going to visit that studio tomorrow again. The contract is not signed yet, but I'm going there with a couple of persons, a person that knows everything about acoustics, an interior designer, someone that just generally knows everything and that I truly trust, and they will check out this place. If they say it's good, it's a good call, I will try and get it. The third thing, really quick, some Avicii news. As far as I now know, his family publicly through someone announced they don't want to give away or reveal how he died. They want to keep it private. I don't know why. I don't want to speculate. I mean, we all know about his health issues and some other stuff. But if that's their wish, and I'm sure they are doing it with him in mind, and they do what they think he would have liked the most. So let's just respect that and move on and keep him in mind through his music. Because as you know, there's like this statement, I already told you once about it, from Banksy, a street artist, that said you die twice. Once you physically die, and the second time someone says your name for the last time. And I'm pretty sure the name Avicii will stay around for a very long time. But anyways, as you know, on boring Monday business days, we usually do something to help the community, because that's also what this channel focuses on, making videos that help other DJs and producers on their path becoming a better DJ and producer. So let's do another edition of Track Submits. So for all the people that don't know, Track Submits, easy segment. You guys send me tracks. The link is down below in the description. Just send them to me. I will listen to them, give you feedback, and pick 4 to 5 for these kind of episodes. And since the last time we did the Track Submit, we decided to also give an estimate on how long that person will actually need to keep on producing to actually make something that is good for a decent label to be released on. So this was E-Sound with his track Higher Than Life, a good future bounce track. I like the arrangement, I like the breaks, the build-ups, the sounds are good, the frequency distribution is good, but I think like the last 10 to 20% are just missing. There's nothing really something specific where I could give feedback and help him to improve. I think for him it's just to make more and eventually end up at a point where it's ready for a good release. I would say like maybe half a year, maybe a year, and yeah, maybe spicing it up a little. Like if you listen to the entire track, it's a little loopy in certain sections, so a little bit more of effects and automation to make it more interesting. Musically, melody-wise, there's definitely room to improve. It sounds a little standard. I would love to have a melody that is even more catchy and a little bit more special, and also takes the song and gives it a certain unique character and style to make it just succeed even more and stand out of all of the other tracks. It sounds a little bit too generic. Next up by Maxomar, Future Bass 6 V3. I think that's not really a name, it's just an ID. So let's listen to it. A good song, really good future bass track, nothing to complain about. Mixing is good, arrangement is good, sound design is extremely good. The transition from the break to the drop is amazing. It just really hits. I would say the only thing that could be improved is maybe the mixing a little bit. It's not much, but there's definitely room to improve, maybe 10% more, making the sound even punchier and more clear and polished. And then mastering could also help to improve it by maybe 2 or 3% more. I would say for this artist, I think that's already ready for release. So just approach label, maybe wait half a year more to be even better. The next song is by Benson and it's called Dance or Don't. So first up, what I really like, the beat, it just works, the groove sits really nice, it has this 80 vibe that I just absolutely love. The bass, low mid synthesizer is good, it gives it the drive. So what I'm missing are either vocals or a main synthesizer, that's entirely missing. There's no arrangement at all, it's just like one constant loop. So you definitely need to work on the arrangement, give your track a story by arranging it and making it interesting over time, because all listeners listen to music from start to finish and not like producers just like 8 bars and constantly listening to them. So make it more interesting, more diversity, different elements need to go in there. It's just like a drum and bass foundation for a track, and for that it's great, but there's still a lot missing. So I would say here for this artist 2 to 3 years. But I like the unique style. It doesn't sound like typical EDM kind of music. I couldn't really name the style of this song. So yeah, just keep on working and I think you will end up with something that is unique, and being unique makes you stand out, which is definitely a plus. This one is called Your Eyes by Unfold, a very experimental, slower, moodier track. Definitely perfect for full music. Giving feedback for these kind of tracks is always hard for me because there's no blueprint, there's no other track that I can refer this to. So generally I would say good. Mixing is good, is solid. I like the sound design. The small little sounds that sound like water and glitchy stuff. It's very complex and there are some reverse sounds that I really like. So definitely go for it. Keep this going on, this vibe. Stay true to your style, and yeah, just make more of it, and you will eventually definitely get a release for this. I mean, you might have to try and find a more specialized label for this kind of stuff, but I think this can also definitely be released. Next up, by Jace Watson, Be Free. So this one, it says progressive trance. I actually like this kind of direction. I'm very into progressive house music. I would say the biggest problem of this song is selecting the right sounds. I mean, the amount of elements is good. The mixing isn't that bad either. It's well tonally balanced. There are enough high frequencies, mid frequencies, and low frequencies. But the sounds that were chosen, they sound a little a little cheap. Those are the sounds that you get when you open up a synthesizer and don't do anything to it. These are the drum sounds you just get out of a sample library or out of Logic if you just open it up and use a standard program. So more effort into actually sound design and more time spent choosing the right samples. I know it's boring, but sometimes it just takes an hour going through kicks to find the right one to make your track. Same for synthesizer sounds. Maybe also making them more interesting by adding distortion. That's something I'm doing more and more Almost every single track of mine has some sort or form of distortion on it. Just a tiny bit, maybe 1% to 5%, but it definitely adds up and helps to make your song sound more interesting and less standard preset synthesizer sound like. So yeah, that's basically already it with track submits for today. Tune in the next time when there are track submits. I never know when I do them. I always do them on days where I just don't have the time to do a normal, regular, full vlog. But there's definitely one coming up tomorrow in that new studio. I'm still not sure if I should share it with you because it's not safe. I don't have that room or this building available to me. But yeah, I will figure out something interesting for you tomorrow, maybe give you a glimpse of it and show you some of the rooms or tell you more about the concept of that new studio, because it's extremely interesting. As I said, definitely the biggest step in my music DJ producer career. It's a huge step. It's yeah, I can't even believe that I got to a point where I can consider getting a building that is actually that big. There's really no way you can imagine how excited I am. Already got the speakers to test out the acoustic tomorrow in that new studio, and I will probably not sleep at all.